Maybe you already heard the song long ago with Justin Timberlake, what goes around comes around. That's what I'm going to talk about today. What goes around comes around is really about that when you understand the laws of karma. But I just want to share my experience with that. That means often when I have been dating someone or like became boyfriend, girlfriend with someone, and they had a partner already, and I met them and they were flirting with me and I didn't know if they had a partner or not. And then they tell me, oh, I just left my partner. And what they really did is they just left them while they were planning to be with me. Often what happens, and in other aspects, what happens is not totally what comes around goes around. But what I experienced is that the way that they left me, or that I leave them, is the same way that they left someone else. So I once met a girl called Tanya. Tanya had a boyfriend that she just left, but I wouldn't see her before she left him, but she wanted to date me. And so I was like, you can leave him if you're not happy anyways. And so she did. And when she left me the exact same way as she left her ex-partner. And there is these types of people. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that's life. We're all different. And she left me the way that she left him, meaning that she already found someone else so that she could hook up with them and then slide over into a new relationship. And this is very typical for people who are very afraid of being lonely or not having someone. I met numerous of women who are exactly like that. I had another ex-girlfriend, Sari, and she just left her boyfriend, which I didn't know. And I then later met her a few weeks later or a month later. And she, what she did was that she didn't spend a lot of time alone healing from that. Maybe she was already over it, who knows. But so when I met her, statistically, she met someone very quickly after that she then ended up with in a long-term relationship. And I'm happy for that, because it turned out they had children and they're together still. So that, I mean, in some cases it ends in a very beautiful way. And in this case, it was me leaving her and not her leaving me, but that's not really the case. It's just to say that very often what goes around comes around, that the energy that you meet people in is very often also the way they will leave you or you will leave them. In many ways, quick love and like fast falling in love will end into fast falling out of love. And I experienced that a lot myself. When you are with someone or you had a relationship with someone, if it very quickly is like, let's move in together, let's have kids, let's all these things, it can end as quickly as that too. So that's why I would say you're not in a hurry. Be mindful. It's amazing being the honeymoon phase, which is like the beginning of a relationship. But long term, that can really be a bad investment, doing things so quickly, like traveling together, having kids together, get married. It depends on your age, of course. But if you're not like in your mid-30s yet, then don't hurry love. It's literally always what ruins it. Not always, you can't say anything like that, but very often ruins a lot of stuff for people, because in relationships we go so fast into it that it's so easy to go fast out of it, because you will fall equally fast in love with someone else, or you'll fast want to do something else. And if there's any issues in that relationship, you very quickly will be to leave it, because the energy of being high on love and really be like, oh, that's so amazing, I'm so in love, and like we just moved in together, I know it's crazy but just feels right, and that's the chemistry within, and that's a beautiful thing to enjoy. But hurry down, don't hurry up. Relax, enjoy it, enjoy that ride, because that is going to build rapport, that's going to build quality later in your relationships. So the relationships I've been in that last like 4 or 5 years usually doesn't start up crazy in love and move in together. But I do have one relationship like that. I have another relationship that was, very slowly getting into it because we were younger. But in that second case, that was because she had insects infestation in her apartment, so it just felt natural that she'd just stay with me. You know, even though we only known each other for 2 months, she'd just stay with me while that got fixed. And then when it got fixed, it didn't make sense for her to move back. But in many ways, it's important to really enjoy that phase and really build that quality relationship. I've seen it many times. Also, my issue has often been when things become like a daily routine, like, oh, I have to go to work, then she comes home, then we have to do this and that. And in my past relationship just now, she had kids, and so that was the whole routine daily of what we would do together. Even though every day might not look exactly the same, but it tends to get tedious, like boring or annoying. And in those times, it's so important to step out of all that chaos of daily boring things that we have to do and go to work and serve everyone else and the kids. And it's really taking those 10 minutes, an hour a day, 30 minutes, whatever you find, but it's taking the time. It's not waiting for the time. You won't get that time. You have to really invest it in someone daily, where you want to be with them and get some quality time. Even though it's like every day and you're doing the same thing, it's like, I don't want to do this every day. But at least a couple times a week, it's good to miss each other. It's good, it's healthy. But potentially you will be in a better place if you start investing that time in your partner, especially if you have kids, because kids are going to take time away from each other. Maybe you have like, oh, that's amazing, we have the passion for our kids because we love them equally or whatever. But really, it's taking the time for each other, because if you and your partner feel great and you make sure you have each other's backs and you spend quality time together,